Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Bubblegum Reviews. My name is Steve and today I'll be reviewing the mini-series, Hatfields and McCoy's. So you got Kevin Costner, Bill Paxton, Powers Booth, Tom Berenger, and quite a bit of the other people that I do know, but those are the main four for this one. This is a first time watch for me, so it's about the friendship turned hatred again between the McCoys and the Hatfields. One of them's in West Virginia, the other one's in Kentucky. They're literally right across the border from each other. And yeah, uh, so I just watched this kind of probably like 2 days ago actually, or I think I just finished it yesterday or something like that. But anyways, um, those four: Tom Berenger, Powers Booth, Kevin Costner, and Bill Paxton. They killed it, man. My favorite person in this was Powers Booth. In my personal opinion, out of the movies I've seen him in and just everything that he's been in that I like, that guy is born to play in Western movies. He's great. Like, I'm not saying he doesn't do good in other stuff because he was also in, what was it, Southern Comfort that I have. He was in that as well, and he did a great job in that too. But this was a very good series. It really was. I enjoyed a lot of it. Like the one thing that bugged me in this series was, even though he did a great job in this, was the at times it was Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton. I don't know if it was him or if it was how they had him wrote or what, but he just kind of got to me a few times. So, uh, as you're watching this, the shooting scenes, there's like only one person in this that actually knows how to shoot. Literally, like there's a scene in this. It was the battle that they have where there's like the lettering and it says something about the battle of such and such. Well, they're just shooting and nobody's actually hitting anything. Like they probably shot off like 500 shots and maybe hit 20 people. That like yeah, the shooting it was terrible. I mean, at the same time back then they weren't the best shots. But yeah, that was just like it was hideous, man. Like so I kind of get the feel of this being like Red Dead Redemption. And when I say that because A, the music style is the same. Obviously, it's Western and Western. But if you've played Red Dead Redemption, you kind of know what I'm talking about as far as just the whole style. I mean, it's the first and the second. Like the second, how Arthur Morgan ends up, like the camp ends up going against each other, and just there's a lot of similarities in this. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably one of the best games that I've ever played in my life, besides maybe a few. But that I just kind of see a lot of similarities in that game and in this movie. With that being said, if you guys were to come out with a movie for Red Dead Redemption, I would not be opposed to checking that out because I love Western films. Shows. Lonesome Dove is one of my favorite miniseries out there. The original one, not the number 4 or 5. I swear there's like so many different ones. The one with Tommy Lee Jones and Robert Duvall. Anyways, so near the end of the show, I just find it really strange how a family event is going to a hanging back in the day. Like, they literally show like a bunch of families with their kids there as this person's getting hung. Like, are you serious? Was this like a picnic time too? Do you bring some lunches and sit down and enjoy the thing? Like, that was crazy. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I don't have a whole bunch to say about this. I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the movie. I mean, I enjoyed the miniseries. I enjoyed the screenplay. I enjoyed it all. Like the cinematography, the music. The music was actually really good. I really enjoy Western OSTs, man. They're really good, and this was one that was really good as well. Uh, Other than that, I mean, yeah, not much else to say. Let's see. I guess let's see. Director. We got Kevin Reynolds, who's done Waterworld, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and 187. I've seen 2 or 3 of those. Give me just 1 second. Come here, bud. Come here. If he was not as big as he was, I'd let you guys see this big guy right here. I do want to see 187 though. IMDb gave this an 8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 71%. I gave it a 9 out of 10. Like I said, I'm a huge Western fan. Like, there's only a few Western movies that I've seen that I've not really cared for, like Appaloosa being one of them. This show actually won, miniseries actually won 5 Emmys. It's not up to par with old NYPD Blue. If you watch that review, you know what I'm talking about. But then again, that was 12 seasons. This was 3 episodes. So, also, Devil Ants was apparently 22 years old at the time of this. This whole thing took place, and Randall McCoy was in his 30s, which is hilarious considering Kevin Costner and Bill Paxton were probably both in at least their 40s or 50s. So I'm kind of glad they chose who they did for this because they did the role very well, but it's kind of weird that they did choose that just because they're like 20 years older than the guys at the time. But other than that, up next we'll be having... Sorry, this won't be up next. This is just one of my choices for Halloween. We got Army of Darkness, as I said before. We got Zombieland, and I also picked up another one, Dawn of the Dead. So stay tuned. One of those might be coming soon, or I'll just go with The Illusionist. We'll see. I haven't made up my mind on that. That's all for today. You guys have a good day. Like and subscribe, and check out my Letterboxd. All right.